Okay, put your headset on. What the hell? Here. Can you hear me? No. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test. Test 1 2 3. You can hear me? So you can hear us, that you heard me talk. Why can't I hear us in the headset?
Talk. Testing.
Is it supposed to come through here?
I mean, from last time we did it, yeah. But if it's not, it's not a big deal. But normally there should be a way. Now try it.
Hello?
Try now. Try now.
Hello? Hello? It's everything I was messing with.
Just trying to make sure everything's plugged in. It looks like it. Our goalie's hurt.
Tex goalie's hurt.
Huh?
Texas Tech's goalie's hurt.
Oh my god.
That's a storyline.
They got different color. How many weeks they have like? Hey Fred, did the headsets do you able to hear each other talk? The headsets or do they not? Everything's plugged. In the Now check. Now check. Now check.
Hello?
I think it might be good now.
Can you hear me on that one?
Oh my gosh, okay, we got it. And then, sorry, it's hard to hear. We got that, the headsets are good, and then I'm trying to pull a song to edit the scoreboard. And it's a different button for that time. Looking at live score. Top right, let's see, view.
home sweet home will end with a with a nice sweet ending. My name is Kyle Coyne, and I'm joined alongside Sebastian Quinn and Baden Delaney. We are here in downtown Tempe watching the game for ASU's final home game ever at Oceanside Arena, facing off against Texas Tech University. And we spoke to Coach Brenton Hill, head coach for the Sun Devils, before the game briefly, and he discussed that they need to make sure they're not playing at a level where Texas Tech is. Texas Tech is not at the level at all of where ASU is. ASU is ranked number 20 out of 25 nationally in the ACHA, and Texas Tech isn't ranked there. So what do you expect to see tonight, Sebastian?
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of physical play, like Coach had said. ASU wants to come out hot, and come out hot they're going to try to do. They don't want to fall behind in this game to a team that they consider to be, like you said, a lot lower than they are in terms of rankings and skill level. So expect them to try to put a lot of shots on net in the beginning of this game and just play strong defense so they could really show that they are going to dominate their time on the ice tonight.
In the defensive zone for the Sun Devils, Stasia sends it down the blue line and into the offensive zone for the Sun Devils. No icing called there. Texas Tech goal netminder Chris Neal expected the icing there. And during warm-ups, we saw Walker Smith, netminder for the Red Raiders. It looked like he went out and went to the bench with an apparent injury, and looks like we'll have Chris Neal in between the pipes for the Red Raiders, and Sun Devils will hold the puck in the offensive zone. Kyle Dodson looked across, trying to find Stasia, and the Red Raiders will set it down into the offensive zone, and we'll get an icing, and we'll now await a offensive face-off for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, you really wonder what that injury to goalie Smith is going to do for Texas Tech, because by the looks of things, they wanted him out there on the ice today, and obviously it's not great to see a goalie get injured in the warm-ups. It's just the last thing you want for a hockey program. So they made the needed adjustment right before game. Neal got the call up, but he looks ready to go, and they're going to try to work around that and pull off a win against the Sun Devils tonight.
Tyler Wade and Kyle Dodson in on the offensive zone faceoff for the Sun Devils. Sun Devils win the draw. Van Lays takes it up at the blue line, chips it into the offensive zone behind the net. And Moneras for the Texas Tech was harassed by Dodson. Dodson takes control on the right wing. Being pushed up against the boards. Dishes it out to Stoneman, and Stoneman loses possession. The Red Raiders will take it back in their defensive zone. And looks like to clear the zone. Coming out of the defensive zone for the Red Raiders is Moneras, and a big hit by a Nevelson, laying the wood, if you will, on Moneras. Sun Devils lose control. Quickly regain it back in the defensive zone. Ethan Miller being harassed by Caldwell. Caldwell helped clear out the zone for the Sun Devils. Puck slides into the offensive zone for the Red Raiders, and we're going to get a penalty, looking like a trip on the Sun Devils. I think they're going to call it on, looks like, can't get a good look on who.
You know, head coach did say they wanted to come out and play physical, but it looks like things got maybe a little bit too physical. We saw the big hit up against the boards right beforehand, but just an unfortunate tripping call on ASU. So Texas Tech is going to enter the power play for the next 2 minutes.
Throughout the season, the Sun Devils are 81 of 97 on the penalty kills so far. Texas Tech hasn't been so successful. According to the ACHA website, they're 0 for 13 on the season so far. The Sun Devils have only played, or my apologies, the Red Raiders have only played 12 games this season, which included the game against GCU last night in a hard loss with an 11-2 loss against GCU in their Arizona road trip. The defensive zone is taken by the Red Raiders, floating it into the neutral zone. Bringing it to the offensive zone is Davidson. Davidson sends it across the boards, giving it to the right wing with Bowman. Bowman pinches it up against the boards and sends it down across to Caldwell for the Red Raiders. Caldwell sends it across to Ashworth. Ashworth sends a high shot. Will ricochet off the boards, and he gets it back at the blue line. Caldwell sends a low shot. Send a low shot there to Fox, and Fox bounced it off his pads, the netminder for the Sun Devils. Red Raiders lose control of the puck, and the Sun Devils will successfully clear the zone. 50 seconds left to go in the power play for the Red Raiders. Sun Devils doing a very good job in killing off this penalty. Back on the rush for the Red Raiders. Wade sticking around into the right wing, being harassed by Fisher. And Fisher with a crossing shot, tried to give it to Bowman. Bowman bounced the puck off of Fox's pads, and the Sun Devils will regain control in the neutral zone. 24 seconds left to go in the power play. Fisher tries to chip it into the offensive zone, but the Red Raiders will quickly take it back. Bowman takes it to the blue line, and the Sun Devils are just right there on him. Witkowski in the left wing, a high shot and a glove save by Chris Neal.
Good save from Chris Neal, and you know, we're going to keep talking about it throughout the night. Unexpected starter, but good play for him right there.
Chris Neal on the season is 4-5-1, has 50 goals against him throughout the season. 8 seconds left to go on the penalty kill for the Sun Devils, and Plua is awaiting an offensive zone faceoff for the Devils. Going to be Plua and Vigorist. And the Sun Devils win the draw, and Van Lees will take it into the neutral zone, chips it back to Plua, and they're going to regroup and reorganize into the defensive zone. The penalty kill is successful, and the Sun Devils are back to full strength. Here comes Sperling, sends it down the boards into the left wing. Plua and Sperling working together to get the puck in possession. Sperling with a low shot just wide of the net. Back in possession of the Red Raiders. They take it, send it into the neutral zone, and Sun Devils will quickly regain it back. Sun Devils fighting around with the Red Raiders here. Dishes it back into the defensive zone for Texas Tech. And Sperling takes into the left wing, looking for something open, and is getting harassed by Chris by Texas Tech. And Texas Tech successfully kills off the penalty. The Sun Devils will take it back, wrapping around the net. Taking it down the blue line. Clears the zone. The Sun Devils will get a line change. Player to watch tonight, Connor Squeary. Leads the team, third on the team in points, 31 with 31. Leads the team in goals with 24. He's just a devil on the ice, no pun intended, for sure. Wrapping around the net there was Horner. He was looking for Squeary. Squeary was sitting there right in front of the net. Couldn't hold on to it. Back behind the net was Gazarian, and Gazarian couldn't get it to Squeary in time, and the puck will roll into the defensive zone for the Sun Devils. Texas Tech sends it across the boards with Golier. Golier for Texas Tech lost control of it momentarily, and the Sun Devils will regain possession. Back behind the net, Stasia. The defensive zone for the Sun Devils sends it across to Horner. Horner chips it out to Squeary, and puck will slide into the offensive zone for the Sun Devils. Gazarian wrapping around the net, being harassed by Golier. Gazarian dishes it out, gets it back to Horner, and Horner with a low shot was blocked by Bowman of Texas Tech, and Stasia will hold on to it in the offensive zone, and a low shot just in front of the crease there. Oh, and a huge hit by Connor Squeary.
Absolute monster of a hit right there.
Watch out for Connor Squeary. He's like a bus on the ice. Still in the offensive zone for the Sun Devils. Passes it to Squeary in front of the crease and couldn't hold on to it. Didn't have the right possession. Sun Devils hold on to the offensive zone at the blue line. Stasia at the right wing and a low shot. Gloved up by Chris Neal. Sun Devils taking control in the offensive zone, keeping Texas Tech on their heels, making sure that they're opening up as many opportunities as they can in order to get on top of this Texas Tech team. Just like how Coach Hill said, we don't want to play on a level of this team. We're a good team. We don't want to create bad habits, so we want to be strong on our pucks and strong in our possessions. And Nevelson in front of the crease, just losing possession of the puck, had a nice clear shot. Sends it down to Dodson, and Dodson will run it against the boards, and the Texas Tech will regain possession, and they'll dish it out to the neutral zone before quickly being reorganized. Dodson intercepting the puck. Stoneman dishes it out to Van Lazen. Van Lazen with a low shot. Batted away by Chris Neal. Stoneman with a low shot, almost ricocheted off by Stasia's puck. The Red Raiders will regain possession shortly until the Sun Devils will take it quickly back. Back in neutral ice is Texas Tech. Texas Tech chips it out to the blue line, gave it out to Planty, and Planty will clear the zone for a line change for Texas Tech. And quickly going back down the ice is Dodson, already at the blue line in the offensive zone. Texas Tech's going to have to regroup, find a way to get out of the defensive zone while this Sun Devil team is on their tail. Stoneman regains possession of the defensive zone, sends it to neutral ice. And Nevelson right there on the pursuit in neutral ice against Banco. And the Sun Devils will take it back in the defensive zone. Back in the right wing. Sun Devils take it in the left wing, holding in the defensive zone. This is probably the most time Texas Tech has spent in the offensive zone so far this game. 11 minutes left to go in the first period of play. Sun Devils out shooting Texas Tech 6-4. And Kyle Dodson sends it across the boards to Stoneman. Stoneman's to Nevelson, and a shot and score!
What a goal.
And Nevelson crosses it, sent it down to Tyler Stoneman. Tyler Stoneman was sitting right there in front of the crease. Chipped that one in for his 18th goal of the season. This will be the first of many. That will be the 12th goal scored against Texas Tech this weekend, when including those games against GCU. And it is the start of the storm here at Oceanside Ice Arena.
You know, Kyle, I think we expected to see something like that coming. ASU was constantly ripping shots on goal for the first half of that period, and one of them was lucky enough to get in right there.
Back in the offensive zone is your Cannon. Your Cannon lost possession, dished it out to Sperling, and Sperling working with your Cannon. Your Cannon behind the net in the left wing, looking for someone open, sent it out to Lyons. Lyons at the blue line, gyps it out onto the boards, gives it to Plua. Plua wrapping around in front of the crease, sends it across to the blue line. Blue line sends it to your Cannon. Your Cannon back to Lyons at the blue line. Sun Devils keeping control in the offensive zone. Lyons with a clear shot, high shot just over the net. Just missing the crossbar. And the Sun Devils will still hold on to the puck in the offensive zone. Your Cannon sends it to Plua right in front of the net. Plua back to Sperling. Sperling with a block, had his shot blocked by Straub. And Sperling holds on to the puck in the offensive zone. And the Sun Devils will hold on to a neutral ice, keeping Texas Tech on their heels. And here comes Plua with a little stick handle in the right wing, chips it back to Sperling, and Sperling will keep this puck in play in the offensive zone for the Sun Devils with a huge hit on Straub. Puck will slide into neutral ice, and the Sun Devils and the Texas Tech will get a quick line change. Back for Texas Tech. They'll have possession of the puck before Witkowski disrupts the pass for Texas Tech, and the Sun Devils will quickly regain it back in the offensive zone. Fisher chips it off the boards, dished it to Plua. Plua back to Fisher. Stasia at the blue line, try to give it back to Witkowski. Witkowski will sit behind the blue line, being harassed by two Red Raiders, and here comes Texas Tech successfully clearing the zone. Audenbach for the Texas Tech. Briefly brought into the offensive zone, and here comes the Sun Devils. It's been all Sun Devils so far this period, and Witkowski sends it across. Send it across to Braden Fisher, and Braden Fisher could barely got it behind the net. It was bounced off the pads and bounced off of Neal's pads. Sun Devils will hold on to it in the O-zone. And Fisher being harassed by Ashworth in front of the net, and The Sun Devils will take it into neutral ice to regroup and reorganize. Because Witkowski sending it into the offensive zone for a line change. Sun Devils intercepting passes by Texas Tech, and here comes Squeary with a blocked shot. Foley got in the way of that one. And Squeary looking for his 25th goal of the season, which will be a huge milestone.
Yeah, you keep mentioning Squeary's goals. He currently sits 6th overall in the ACHA. And fun fact, he actually hails from the same hometown as me, so pretty interesting to have 2 Long Island boys out here on the ice tonight.
Long Island connection. Not so far of a long connection indeed. Texas Tech regrouping, taking it back from their defensive zone before quickly losing possession. And Neal will cover that one up for Texas Tech, and we'll await an offensive zone face-off for the Sun Devils. Sun Devils have been entirely controlling the puck in the offensive zone so far this period. 7:36 left to go. They're leading 1-0 and also outshooting Texas Tech 9-4. Sun Devils will take it into the defensive zone to regroup. Gazarian takes it neutral ice, chipped it back to Ethan Miller. Miller will hold it in the defensive zone for the Sun Devils. Looking around, sends it down the boards to Stoneman. Stoneman tried to dish it to Horner, was intercepted by Desjardins. And Texas Tech will hold it in the offensive zone. Desjardins takes it at the right wing, being harassed by Miller. Miller takes it back, bringing it out to the blue line, sends it across to Squeary, and Squeary with a almost breakaway was held briefly by Desjardins. And the Sun Devils will hold on to the puck in the offensive zone with Horner at the blue line, all alone, being harassed by Banco. Horner in the left wing. Looking around, being pushed up against the boards by Banco. Sends it across to Squeary, and Squeary barely had his shot. Chipped up in the air over the net. Back behind the net is Horner, looking for some open room. Sends it to the boards, and Texas Tech looks to clear, but they can't control the puck. This will be a big factor in this game. If Texas Tech cannot hold on to the puck, the Sun Devils will just run all over them. And here comes Horner for the Sun Devils in neutral ice. Dished it back out for the Sun Devils. Looked like a trip there. No penalty. ASU's bench was quite unhappy with that one. And here comes Nevelson looking for the puck in the right wing for the Sun Devils. And Texas Tech will regain the possession with Wade. And Wade sends it across. Wade looked to send it across. Wade sent it across to Neal, and Neal lost possession of it. And a quick change of possession and a score by Raines and Nevelson. Looked like the puck didn't even go in the net there. It skinned across the backside. And now the Sun Devils lead 2-0.
Yeah, they're out to this early 2-0 lead. You know, head coach is very happy after that one, capitalizing on their shot attempts. Sure, they've missed a bunch, but all that matters is they put 2 in the net and will look to put more in.
Yeah, after that goal, Stoneman was like shrugging. Looked like he didn't even know that it went in either. So back on the forecheck for the Sun Devils in the offensive zone. Sun Devils keeping control. Texas Tech takes it back, and Texas Tech is going to take it into the offensive zone with Connor Neal, and Connor Neal will get slammed into the boards by Kelton Lyons. Kelton Lyons showing how physical he can be on the ice. He'll send it down across to Raines and Nevelson. Then Nevelson will take it in the defensive zone and send it across the boards, getting it to Kyle Dodson. And here comes Kyle Dodson to the offensive zone, looking across to Stoneman. Stoneman retakes possession of the puck in the offensive zone in the left wing. Try to give it across to Kyle Dodson. Kyle lost just a moment there and tried to dish it back to Plua. Plua with a nice shot. It was just wide of the net. And here comes Texas Tech with a quick skater, Judd Chris, into the offensive zone and scores on a quick breakaway.
Wow.
On a 2-on-1 score by the Texas Tech Raiders of Judd Chris, his 6th goal of the season.
what a change of pace right there for the Red Raiders. They wanted to get something going being in this 2-0 deficit, and he took it into his own hands. He skated through, like you said, it was a beautiful 2-on-1, put it right in the bottom corner of the net to net a goal for the Red Raiders. So now it sits at 2-1, ASU lead.
This is something that Coach Brenton Hill did not want to happen for the Sun Devils, is that they're going to play on the level of Texas Tech, and if Texas Tech can get momentum, they'll be able to stay in this game. And here comes your Cannon to the left wing, a quick change of possession, and the Sun Devils will find the back of the net. Right back on the attack. Your Cannon sent it across to Plua. Plua back to your Cannon, and your Cannon was right there in front of the net. Or your Cannon, my apologies. What a shot by Jurkanen.
Texas Tech gave ASU a question, and boy, did they answer, putting in that goal. So that 2-goal lead has reestablished itself.
Sun Devils are now leading 3-1 in the first period. 4:32 left to go. Sun Devils are now also outshooting Texas Tech 12-5. The Sun Devils will quickly be back in the offensive zone with Sperling sending it down to Stasia at the blue line. Stasia dishes it out behind the net, looking for Squirry. Squirry gives it to Plua, and Plua will dish it back to Stasia. Behind the net is Jurkanen. Jurkanen looked for Plua and was quickly intercepted. And Ryan Burns takes it at the blue line to the right wing. Ryan Burns looking for an opening, and a nice shot was there, and he'll score! Ryan Burns sent a shot, rebounded off the pads of Neal, and Sperling was right there in the right time and sent it into the back of the net.
Neal is not happy right now, letting in 2 goals back-to-back, the 4th of the first period. But what I'm noticing right now is, look at ASU. They're putting these goals in the net, and they're just acting so nonchalant. It's like it's too easy for them right now.
Just when the game had started, Ryan Burns went into the penalty box, and we overheard him say, these guys can't even skate. And it looks like the Sun Devils are really showing that right now. And here comes Texas Tech on the forecheck with a nice shot there by Meneres. And Meneres had a high shot pressuring Fox. Probably the most pressure Fox has gotten all period, and the Sun Devils will regain possession of the defensive zone. Riley Fenn looking to hold on to the puck, and a low shot by Brandon Camp will be covered up by Fox. Sun Devils will now await a defensive zone face-off with Garner Sullivan for the Sun Devils. Sun Devils win the draw, and Ethan Miller will slam it into the boards, and the puck will just kind of float in the air for a moment, and Van Lees will take it back behind the net for the Sun Devils, sending it down to Wachowski. Wachowski sending across the blue line, trying to find Garner Sullivan. Sullivan couldn't hold on to it, and it's back to the Texas Tech. Brandon Camp sent it into the offensive zone for Texas Tech, and Sun Devils will quickly do what they do best and take possession back. And here comes Van Lees, sending it down the boards to Riley Fenn. Riley Fenn takes him to the neutral zone, floats it up. And Ethan Miller going through traffic, and here comes Wachowski on a rush, and a shot was wide. Shot was wide, and the Sun Devils will take the puck back into the neutral zone. And here comes Wachowski, maybe on a second try. Sends it back to Fenn, and Fenn with a low shot. Almost couldn't give it gloved up there by Chris Neal.
Neal lost that puck, had it right under his right leg. Didn't realize it was there, but most importantly, he got on top of it to prevent another ASU goal.
Awaiting another offensive zone faceoff for the Sun Devils. Jason Horner faced off against Tyler Wade. The Sun Devils win the draw, and the Sun Devils will keep the puck in the offensive zone like they've done all period. 2:37 left to go in the first period of play, and here's Squirry in the right wing. Couldn't hold on to that one. Expect to see a Squirry goal at some point in this game, and Texas Tech on the forecheck. Taking it into the offensive zone before quickly losing possession. The Sun Devils will successfully clear. Squirry into the right wing, looked for a head there, sending Aiden Foley into the glass. A scary man to be skating against with, and here comes Texas Tech back into the offensive zone.
I think Foley was very happy that he avoided a pretty big hit right up against those boards by Squirry in the corner.
Sun Devils will take it back in the defensive zone. Kelton Lyons sends it across to Zach Papadatos into the neutral zone. Horner to Lyons. Lyons came in with too much heat, and Lyons had to just step right over that one. And here comes Davidson for the Texas Tech. Tried to give it across to Chris. Maybe Chris was looking for a second one, and the Sun Devils will take it back with Papadatos into the neutral zone. He clears the zone in a quick line change by the Sun Devils. Back in the defensive zone for Texas Tech is Desjardins. Desjardins sends it into the neutral zone, and Sun Devils will quickly take it. Lose possession there, and Texas Tech into the offensive zone. And up against the crease, Davison slid right in front of Fox's face. Would have been a nice crossing pass and score there. Texas Tech could not connect properly, and the puck will float into the offensive zone for the Sun Devils, and looks like we're going to get a timeout. And going into the box is Kyle Dodson. I'm confused, not entirely sure what the call was. On sportsmanlike conduct on Kyle Dodson, and that's going to be a lengthy loss for the Sun Devils. He has the 7th most points in the ACHA. He leads the team in points and averages 1.81 points per game, so that's going to be a big loss if the Sun Devils lose him for the entirety of the game, because he did not even go into the box. He went straight to the locker room. Might be because there's only 48 seconds left to go in the period, but worth noting. Sun Devils on the penalty kill once again this period. Sun Devils haven't seen any power play yet, but they've been on the kill, and they've been killing it.
I like that one.
Thank you, thank you. Back in the offensive zone is Tyler Stoneman at the blue line. Short-handed for the Sun Devils. Sends it back to Stasia. Stasia just regrouping, trying to kill out this clock. Rains and Nevelson takes it back. Sends it back to Stasia. Stasia looking for something open. Sends it to Stoneman. Stoneman's moving around. Gets knocked down by Dalton Meneres, and Texas Tech will take it back into the offensive zone, keeping ASU on defense, and a flying shot. Ryan Burns will send it into the offensive zone for the Sun Devils to clear the zone. And that will do it for the first period of play here at Oceanside Ice Arena. Saw a dominant period by the Sun Devils, a 4-1 lead so far, 14-8 in the shot category, and it's been all Sun Devils so far, huh?
100%. I mean, this is exactly what Coach was talking about. When he spoke to us pregame and said they wanted to stay on the attack, they wanted to show the Red Raiders that they were a lot better than them, it seems to be exactly what we're seeing on the ice. The product that they described is the product that we are getting. The Sun Devils are probably going to come back into the second period, look to put a lot more shots on goal, continue their scoring run. But, you know, anytime 4 goals in the first period is a beautiful thing for a hockey team, and I'm sure they're excited. As for Texas Tech, I guarantee they're going to go, they're going to try to regroup, come out firing like they had on that breakaway goal, and they're going to look to do that all over again.
Yeah, it's going to be those small chances that Texas Tech can gather up. If they can get those small chances, it's just one after one after one, and they can get back in this game. We'll be right back with Intermission Report with our friend Baden Delaney. Do not go anywhere.
Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Second period, where players dash with skates aflash. The home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting up, and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees. They travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Third period, last game in the playoffs too. Oh, take me where the hockey players face off down the rink, and the Stanley Cup is all filled up for the champs who win the drink. Now the final flick of a hockey stick and a one gigantic scream. The puck is in, the home team wins the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world.
What's going on, ACHA hockey fans? I'm Sebastian Quinn, and I'm here with our hockey analyst, Baden Delaney. So, Baden, we're at intermission in between the first and second period. What can we expect to see from both the Red Raiders and the Sun Devils once we come back in?
I mean, I think that ASU is going to continue to put pressure on Texas Tech. Texas Tech seems a little bit overwhelmed. ASU's out there looking for contact. They're putting the pressure on them. I don't think anything's going to change. I don't think ASU is going to take them lightly in the coming periods.
Yeah, I like what you said. I think ASU is going to continue to put the pressure on the Red Raiders like we've seen all game. There's been some crazy hits, a lot of powerful shots on goal, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see that continue. What did you think about that Texas Tech breakaway that netted them their only goal of the first period?
I mean, they took a good defensive possession for a goal. It's what you have to do. They have to make the most out of their opportunities when they're clearly kind of outmatched. So that you got to do the best with the opportunities you're given, and they did that.
Yeah, I think so too. I also find it very interesting that when ASU was netted, almost all four of these goals, besides the first one, they just taken a chill. They seem so nonchalant about their scoring abilities. What is your thoughts on that from a character perspective? Is it because they know that they're the real deal and that they could come out here and prove that on the ice?
I think maybe it's just the fact that they've been here before. They're a good team. They score a lot of goals. I think they're used to it, but that's not going to stop. I don't think they're going to be out there celebrating or showboating too much. But they're playing very well offensively, and they just got to keep it going.
All right. Thank you so much, Baden, and we'll see you guys again in the second period.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Second period, where players dash with skates aflash. The home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting up, and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees. They travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Third period, last game in the playoffs too. Oh, take me where the hockey players face off down the rink, and the Stanley Cup is all filled up for the champs who win the drink. Now the final flick of a hockey stick and a one gigantic scream. The puck is in, the home team wins the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. It's my own design. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. When they do, I'll be right behind you. So glad we've almost made it. So sad they had to fade it. Everybody wants to rule the world. I see a red door and I want it into black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black.
I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes.
I see a line of cars and they are painted black, with flowers and my love both never to come back.
I see people turn their heads and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day.
I look inside myself and see my heart is black. I see my red door, I must have it painted black.
Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the facts. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black.
No more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you.
If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning sun.
I see your dirty face hide behind your collar. What is done in vain? Truth is hard to swallow, so you pray to God to justify the way you live a lie, live a lie, live a lie. And you take your time, and you do
time around. Why I'm in here like, what's up, mechanic me? I can fix you up, I can you up, I can get down. Shout it, we could go wherever, just pick the town. And my jewelry is louder than.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here about to approach the second period. Once again, I'm Sebastian Quinn here with Kyle Krikorian. And, you know, it's been a great game as of right now. We spoke about it briefly in the intermission, but ASU currently sits 4 goals, 2-1. They are absolutely dominating on the ice, whether that's shots on goal, playing physical. Also, looking at the goalies, Jack Fox for ASU has rarely had to face much Texas Tech offense. He has let in a goal as of right now, but ASU has seemingly kept the puck in their offensive zone for majority of the game. Chris Neal has had a lot of work. He's made a lot of good saves, but unfortunately let 4 come through as of right now.
Right, absolutely. And then going back to that goal against ASU when Judd Chris of Texas Tech found the back of the net, it's going to be those little opportunities that Texas Tech is going to want to build off of. Because Sun Devils, as of right now, they're totally dominating the game, and it looks like they will dominate throughout the rest of the game. And if Texas Tech can find those little opportunities and find those little bursts of momentum, they can stay alive in this game. But as of right now, the Sun Devils totally own their ice on their final homestand of the season, and forever, with that matters, the final series in Oceanside.
Yes, as we could see right before Garner Sullivan won that initial faceoff, ASU had a quick miscue, but has managed to regain possession and take it into their offensive zone. Tyler Wade now on the puck for the Texas Tech Red Raiders, looking to make some noise, but the puck is regained by ASU, and there has been a hit on the side. Puck again to Texas Tech, but they briefly lost it. Garner Sullivan is going to look to regroup. Now number 8, Peter Lonkar for Texas Tech makes the puck, sends it back over to Wade. Wade looking, sends it all the way around for Zach Benko. Texas Tech again. Wade seems to have the puck another time. Back to Longar. Benko cannot control. Dodson comes out of the penalty box looking for the puck right there, but could not get it. Stasia controlling the puck, trying to slow things down behind the net. Kicks it up to Ryan Burns. Ryan Burns looking for Buchanan. Could not secure it. And there is Benko. Dodson trying to get the puck but could not get control, but it's picked up by 22. And Evoldson lost it right there. Benko recovers it. Caldwell with it. Once again loses it to ASU. Oh, and there's a hit on Dodson. Really brief, but doesn't change the game. They lost the puck. It's going back towards Fox.
And notice how ASU was controlling the puck right in front of the crease there, and then Evoldson was wrapping around the net, trying to find Dodson, and they live in front of the net right now. They're putting a lot of pressure on Chris Neal, who's 4-5-1 this season.
Miller's looking to put one in right there. He lost the puck, was trying to see if he can make a pass, and Miller's sent to the ground. What a big hit from the Red Raiders. ASU shot on goal. Kyle Dodson tried to put it through his legs, but just couldn't get it there in time. A little bit wide to the left, but Neal is ready and looking to make another save.
You can really start to see that the Sun Devils have really planned out these kind of plays and these little pick patterns that they're throwing out throughout the season. And Raines and Evoldson, you know, finding Kyle Dodson in the front of the net or vice versa. They know how they want to set up their play and how they want to set up their attack.
Speaking of Evoldson, he manages to get the puck back right there, puts a shot on goal. And he scored! What a goal! I couldn't tell if it went in right there, but he managed to sneak it right over the line. And Neal is looking at himself, thinking to himself right now, not too happy he let that one in. But once again, we see a Sun Devil minimal celebration after a goal, pushing this lead to 5-1 Sun Devils. Kyle, what do you think of just this constant offensive attack for the Sun Devils that we've seen all first period and now coming into the second period?
Right, good point you made there. And, you know, the Sun Devils are putting on a clinic right now on how to control in the O-zone. And Texas Tech can't really answer right now. It seems like they're having trouble staying on their feet, as we just saw right there at a moment. Aiden Foley fell to the ice, and they can't – the Texas Tech's having a trouble time, is having a tough time kind of skating around, trying to stay on their feet, while the Sun Devils are skating circles around them, the Sun Devils making them seem like that they are in a Division I team.
Indeed, indeed. Papadakos fell to the ice right there just a little bit, but he got back up. And now ASU has control of the puck. Number 18, Jason Horner, loses it, but it's getting sent back to Fox, who will let it go for icing.
And what do we know? Back in the offensive zone for the Sun Devils. Sun Devils aren't going to have to really worry about being in the defensive zone. They're just going to be heavy on the attack, and their attitudes are high. I don't know if you can tell right now. They're all having a good time. Even on that last score by Nevelson, and you know, they're just like, yeah, it's whatever. I mean, we expected to be up 5-1 by now, and I'm sure they wanted to be up more. I mean, their crosstown rival GCU finished against Texas Tech 11-2, so Sun Devils are going to want to double that. And just like Coach Brenton Hill said, we're going to put 20 on them tonight, and then tomorrow night, 30.
It's looking like that might be the case as Jason Horner takes the puck, skates through a few Red Riders defenders, and loses it, but it's regained by ASU, who puts a shot on that just a little bit too wide to the left. Squeary now gains possession of the puck, makes a pass backwards, and it's sent back to Sun Devils. Sun Devils are doing a good job controlling this puck, but just lost it to Texas Tech, who will now look to try to make something happen on offense. And by the looks of things, number 14, Odenbeck, just went for a hit instead of gaining possession of the puck, which lets Connor Squeary get on that and take it back into the offensive zone. Horner now has it, looking to capitalize on a Texas Tech miscue. Back to Squeary. Squeary got held up on a breakaway chance earlier in this game, so he's looking to pull one in, and he delivers a big hit right up against the glass, absolutely destroying these Texas Tech Raiders very physically. Texas Tech with the puck now. Number 6, Garrett Goller lost it. ASU's trying to reset behind the goal, takes it into the neutral zone. Jurkinen just lost it. Texas Tech going to look to capitalize on that.
Back to that Squeary hit against the glass there, which is the first of many throughout this game. You know, they don't have any extra ice here at Oceanside Arena. They're trying to sell the arena right now, and if Squeary can shatter the glass, they're going to have to play without a panel of glass throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's a good one, but you are right. The puck slides back into the Sun Devil offensive zone, where number 21, Plua, will pick it up and skate around with it just a little bit, trying to find Miller, but it is intercepted by Texas Tech. Van Lays securing the puck, skating backwards a little bit, sends it across the ice back to Miller. Sparling went for the puck right there, but just couldn't get it. Miller up against the glass, tried to kick it to Sperling, but Texas Tech is on that. Just jarredness with that. Just has a miscue on that pass. Sun Devils have it behind the Texas Tech goal in their offensive zone. William Plua is trying to fight for that puck, but there's 2 Texas Tech skaters in the area, and Banco will regain possession for the Red Raiders.
I don't know if you can notice, the Texas Tech, they're having a tough time kind of keeping their feet under them and really shift gears and move laterally here in the offensive zone and defensive zone as well. They can go forwards and backwards, but you can clearly tell the level of skating ability in comparison to ASU.
Yeah, as of right now, it seems like Wade is playing the most physical for the Red Raiders, wearing that C on his jersey. He wants to try to get something going for his team, so he's going to look to take the puck on defense and try to make something happen in offense, but it's all going to come down to if he could get possession, and possession he gets right there. He's going to kick it over. Number 19, excuse me.
Major miscommunication there in between Tyler Wade and Saxon Davidson. Davidson was given a pass, and Davidson wasn't even paying attention for it, and the puck just went behind him, and it would have been a nice 2-on-1 breakaway for Davidson. Davidson on the season only has 3 goals. He could have found a 4th one if he was just paying attention.
Yeah, we've seen a couple times the Red Raiders get possession of the puck, but they put it too far out in front, and the strong Sun Devils defense comes and gets possession like we just saw Lyons do right here. He puts a shot on goal, but it's saved by Neal. He's going to take it around the back. Kick it over to Sullivan. Now it's intercepted by the Red Raiders. Number 24, Connor Neal. ASU has the puck in their offensive zone. 1 ASU skater, 2 Texas Tech skaters. It is Braden Fisher. And Papadatos kicks it over to Braden Fisher. Just a little bit wide right to the net on that one. Papadatos takes it at the top near the blue line. Takes it over to Dodson. Dodson back to Lyons. Lyons was looking for a shot on goal, but it was a good block from Connor Neal once again. And a pass from Dodson right in front of the net, just could not get there in time. Chris Neal was able to recover and save that one.
Just like we were talking about, you can easily see what kind of plays they've been drawing up throughout practice and getting players in front of the net. And like we just saw there with Stoneman right in front of the net from a pass from Dodson. And, you know, props to Neal for stopping that one. But that's what they're going to be working with throughout this whole game, getting in front of the net and finding a nice pass right in front of the crease.
And Dodson with a strong shot on goal from pretty deep, but Neal's managed to deflect that one. Dodson gets it back behind the net. Trying a little stick movement, trying to shake out the Texas Tech defender. Kicks it over to Ryan Burns. Ryan Burns with a shot on net, and it's a glove save from Chris Neal.
I don't know if you saw that, but from Chris Neal when he gloved that one, he gave a little to that, like
Yeah.
to show like how fast that came in, even though it was kind of just a floaty pass. Chris Neal's going to make up for the 5 goals he's let in so far.
Yeah, he's had a couple impressive saves in the last few minutes, so he's trying to make up for it, and we'll see how much longer that can last. And it can't last that much longer. It's a goal for ASU. Number 21, William Plua. Hat trick for him. Oh, it was Nevelson with that one. Excuse me. That is a hat trick for Nevelson. I misspoke right there. But he is getting it done tonight offensively. 3rd goal. And, man, he is on fire. He's one of those really strong ASU contributors, helping them play to the best of their ability, and there's plenty more to come.
Right, that's going to be his 15th goal of the season. He had 12 coming into this game, and even last season, that's beating his last season record of goals. Last season, he only had 7 goals on the season throughout 19 games, and Nelson's making his statement here. And there's 10 minutes left to go in the second period.
Yeah.
There's plenty of hockey left to be played.
Speaking of making statements, the Sun Devils just won that faceoff, and Stasia literally ripped a shot right off the bat. Neal ended up making the save. Stasia gave a little smile. He wishes he had that one, but he's going to try to get it again. ASU faceoff in their offensive zone. It is won by the Sun Devils. That is Jason Horner. Jason Horner skidding around the back of the net. Neal recovers. Horner passes it to Burns, who loses it right up against the boards. Horner tries to get it. Referee getting a little too close. And Squirry with a good hit right against the boards. Gazarin could not maintain control of the puck, but Squirry will be there to get it back for the Sun Devils. But it's then intercepted by the Red Raiders. Oh, and another miscue for the Red Raiders. They could have had a 2-on-1 right there, but just the puck was placed a little bit too far behind, and Horner will capitalize. Horner will take it down, and he couldn't get it to go. Stasia now with the puck in the offensive zone. Tries to send it over, possibly to find Squirry or Gazarin. Ryan Burns deking through the Texas Tech defenders, puts a shot on goal, goes right off of Chris Neal's leg. Stasia again with the puck, puts a shot on goal. Deflected. Texas Tech tries to get it out, but could not get it far enough. And it looks like Squirry's going to be able to maintain possession of this puck, keep the Sun Devils in the offensive zone.
Make sure you keep an eye on Gazarian here. He's good with possessing the puck, and he's one of the best puck distributors on the team. He leads the team in assists with 23 and averages 1.24 points per game. So he's not going to score, but he will pass out that puck and help his other teammates find the back of the net.
There's another shot with another glove save by Chris Neal. Couple of big line changes coming in for both teams as they get ready for this face-off. Once again for the Sun Devils in their offensive zone. Cannon is taking it for the Sun Devils up against Kyler Plant for the Red Raiders. And the Red Raiders will have possession of this. Number 48, Aiden Foley loses possession of that puck. Miller's able to recover and send it behind the Texas Tech goalie. Sperling now possession. Beautiful pass over to Jurkinen. And now Sperling again with possession of the puck. Tries to pass it once again. Maybe have a shot on goal. But Sperling's going to do it himself. Oh, and Jurkinen cannot maintain possession. The Red Raiders now with the puck. Leo Straub puts it out in front while delivering a beautiful hit on Van Lay.
Wow, what a hit against Van Lays by number 87, by Leo Straub. And they had a 3-on-2 breakaway there for Texas Tech, and like we said at the beginning of this period, it's those kind of breakaways and those kind of opportunities that Texas Tech's going to want to build off of, and they fell short there. They looked like they just threw it into the offensive zone, but they had the man advantage in the offensive zone. I don't know. I don't understand the logic of not attacking the net there. Now they still sit with a 6-1 deficit and being outshot by ASU 24-8.
Exactly. If you want a chance at reducing this lead, you're going to have to capitalize, especially on breakaway opportunities. And we've seen them fail to do so, not once, not twice, but 3 times this period as the Sun Devils send that puck flying into the crowd. So I guess a lucky fan will get to keep a souvenir. Luckily, nobody was hurt. We will see a face-off at center ice right now between Garner Sullivan and Braden Camp. And the Sun Devils win the face-off. Immediately picked up by Papadatos, who tries to skate through. Good defense from the Red Raiders, who are now able to recover the puck behind their own goalie in their defensive zone. And number 43, Ben Ashworth, could not maintain possession of the puck right there. Sun Devils almost had an opportunity to try and set something up, but they managed to get the puck all the way back into their offensive zone. But now the Sun Devils will get possession. And number 15, Witkowski, trying to set something up. Good deflection from the Red Raiders, but the puck stays with the Sun Devils. Oh, Witkowski could not connect with Fenn on that pass.
Coming in on that forecheck, we saw Witkowski take the puck into the right wing, and I could even see it here from the booth that what pass he was setting up there for Riley Fenn, and maybe Texas Tech is starting to pick up on what ASU's building is giving them.
Right there. This Jordanis just could not connect with anybody, and it's another one of those just miscued passes. We keep seeing those all game, but now the Sun Devils have possession in their offensive zone. Lions will look to get that, but he missed it. Now it's a 2-on goalie. Number 24, Connor Neal could not put it in. You had 2 guys there, and I mean, listen, if you want to reduce that lead, you want to take this game over, you have to capitalize. But Jack Fox did a really good job maintaining his composure and saving that goal. As for the Red Raiders, I don't know what you have to do. Execute it better?
That is just not – that's like hockey. Like, you had a 2-on-1 against the goalie, an easy pass to Chris Neal, or Connor Neal, my apologies. Neal couldn't hold on to it. I don't know what he was trying to do, if he was trying to do some Trevor Zegras Michigan shot. You had it open in front of the net. Control your senses. There was no one in pursuit of you. You didn't have to rush to the net. And that's a tough loss there by Texas Tech. It would have been able to get more score on the board. And, still down 6:31 left to go.
Stasia sends it down to Dodson, who could not control the puck. The Red Raiders had it for a brief second, but Nevelson manages to get the puck back. And what a game he's having. Dodson gets it in front of the net, but they're going to blow the whistle and blow it dead. That's an opportunity that ASU maybe wants back, but, you have a 5-goal lead. You could let those things go, because I'm sure they will make up for it in a few minutes. And Stoneman wins the faceoff for the Sun Devils. Ryan Burns with the puck. Immediately passes it to Bonko. And Eric Desjardins sends it down, but Stasia manages to get the puck. Tries to kick it around to Ryan Burns. And it's going back and forth and back and forth. But Dodson with the puck now passes it up to a Nevelson. A Nevelson looking to put in another one. He's going to deke through some defenders, deliver a shot on goal, but it's deflected by Neal in net. Now Stoneman with the puck. ASU maintains it in the offensive zone. Ryan Burns looking to do something with it. Kicks it over to Stoneman. Stoneman's going to pass it over to Dodson behind the net, who gets put down on the ice, but Banco falls with him. They try to kick it down into the neutral zone, maybe make a play for Texas Tech, but Stasi is right there. Banco with the puck for the Red Raiders. Intercepted by Dodson. Dodson sends it back to Stasia. Stasia's going to try to set up a play, but he puts a shot on goal, and another glove save from Chris Neal.
Seems like Chris Neal can reel in those glove saves, but once the Sun Devils can get in front of the crease and apply pressure is when it starts to break down. And I can't give too much shots to Chris Neal here. I mean, he's doing everything he can, and with a dominant
Exactly.
team of ASU like this, it's hard to stop 26 shots right now, right? And that's just a common theme throughout this game.
Chris Neal's going to look to stop him right there. Puck just gets lost right in front of Gazarin. Number 9, Taylor Bowman, trying to do something, but he just gets it taken away from him by Ethan Miller. Now the Sun Devils look to defend as Texas Tech tries to reset. Once again to Bowman. Bowman over to Chris, who has the goal in this game, the single goal for Texas Tech. And number 17, Michael Colwell, puts a shot on net. Getting a little physical right there.
Do not poke at the goalie. And I think that was Ethan Miller who applied the pressure there against
Caldwell.
Just proving like how important Jack Fox is to the Sun Devil team, and you poke at him and you're gonna get retaliation.
Yeah, Fox is having a great season. He's got 3 wins in the 3 games he started. Is on track to have another one tonight. So obviously the Sun Devils don't want anything to happen to him, and they will put whoever tries to mess with him down, as we just saw with Caldwell. We will see an offensive zone face-off for Texas Tech. 21, Tyler Wade takes this against Sullivan. And the Red Raiders win the face-off right there. They're going to try to set something up offensively. Banco sitting towards the blue line. Number 8, Longcar with the puck. He's held it for a while now. He's just trying to look for something, and does kick it back to Banco. Banco back to Longcar. Longcar tries to pass it over again. Just another little miscue right there, but Banco manages to recover. Your Cannon is on the attack, and he gets the puck. There was 3 Red Raiders there, but your Cannon eventually ends up passing it back, and Banco once again has possession of the puck. It's just a really rare mishap from the Sun Devils tonight, but they will be more than sure to capitalize. And almost had it there, but Red Raiders have possession in their offensive zone. A little shot on goal from Connor Neal. Just can't quite get there. Papadopoulos sends it all the way down, all the way to the goalie. Neal in net. And Sullivan is there. Sullivan's trying to do something.
Kind of surprised that Neal didn't cover up that puck there, and especially considering that ASU is shorthanded. Almost found a shorthanded goal there. And, yeah, it looked like Papadopoulos sent that across the ice, and Ethan Miller was right there in front of the net, almost was able to swing it across or swing it around the net. Luckily, Chris Neal was able to get it out of there.
Yeah, very risky for the Red Raiders. Number 8, Peter Longcar, once again, seemed to be manning this power play unit for the Red Raiders, trying to set something up offensively, but nobody can really regain control of the puck. And now ASU is in a 2-on-1 situation. Plua with the puck. Plua's going to put a shot on net, and he banks it in. A goal for Plua. What a beauty right there for the Sun Devils to make this a 7-1 ASU game. Look at that. What a way to kill the penalty. But to net a goal shorthanded is another thing, just showing pure dominance from these Sun Devils in this last game at Oceanside Arena. They want to go out with a bang, and Plua is helping them do so.
Plua gets the 5th shorthanded goal for the Sun Devils, and that was just like a bread and butter play. I mean, Plua's wide open there in the right wing and receiving the pass from Wachowski, and Plua just sent the shot, and it looked like it was a tight shot against the pipe there, and Chris Sperling, he's having trouble recovering those types of pucks and that are close in those little creases there.
Yeah, I want to go back to Plua. He was in a 5-game point drought, but just like every drought, that goal right there was a much-needed rainstorm to get him up and out of it, and he's going to look for another one tonight, I'm sure of that. Wachowski cannot get it. Now Chris has it. Once again, Chris is a speedy skater. Bounces off a hit. Still has possession of the puck. He's going to put a shot on goal, and it's saved by Fox. Recovered by the Sun Devils, sending it all the way back down to Neal. It's going to hit behind the goal. Leo Straub could not get it there. Aiden Foley on the approach, but the Sun Devils will pass it over, maintain possession of the puck. Menares sending it over to Straub. Straub can't get it to Bowman. ASU with possession. Witkowski is going to go for that puck right now. But Meneres is on the approach. Tried to get it to Fisher. Sperling recovers it. Sun Devils have it in their offensive zone. And Stassi with a deep shot on goal. Lucky that that puck managed to get out of there if you're Neal. And Sperling just tried to lay a big hit on a Red Raider right up against the glass. That same area that Squirry had one earlier. I think they're trying to break one of those panels.
Yeah, like we said earlier, Oceanside's being torn down in the next month, and if a panel is shattered, you got to play without the panel.
Exactly. Sperling with some nice stick moves right there, try to set something up. Fisher just did not understand what was going on, but he ended up getting the puck anyway. Burns loses possession. Red Raiders got it back. Michael Caldwell kicks it up to Meneres. Meneres sends it across to Straub. Leo Straub is outskated by Ryan Burns for that puck. Only less than a minute left in this second period. If you're both teams, you're going to try to do everything you can to add in another goal before they get to that second intermission. And ASU has a chance right here. Stoneman, light shot on goal, deflected by Neal, but recovered by ASU. And Dotson tries to get something to go. Couldn't get there. Stasia recovers the puck. ASU is being uberly aggressive right now in the final 30 seconds of this period. Ryan Burns with a deep slap shot, way wide right. Almost hit Straub in the head. Luckily, did not. Stoneman with the puck. A couple of ASU players bumped into each other. Nevelson and Stasia. Lions now with possession. Listen, whatever the Red Raiders are trying to do, they just can't manage to maintain possession of this puck, nor achieve it in the first place, because ASU has just kept it in the offensive zone for what seemed like the entirety of the last minute in that period. So, end of the second period, 7-1 ASU.
Well, I went down to the local arena, asked to see the manager man. He came from his office, said, "Son, can I help you?" Looked at him and said, "Yes, you can." Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Hey, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do. Now, ever since I was young, it's been my dream that I might drive the Zamboni machine. I'd get that ice just as slick as could be, and all the kids would look up to me. Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Hey, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do.
so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch.
Welcome back to second intermission report. My name is Kyle Kokorn, and I'm joined along with my good friend Baden Delaney, ACHA hockey analyst now. What did we see in that second period, Baden?
I think, ASU didn't score 4 goals. They scored 3, but I think it might have been a little bit more dominant, even with less goals. They had the puck the entire time, a shorthanded goal. Even when they were in their defensive zone, it was not for long. So I think they're playing very well, and that might have been a better period.
Right, absolutely. And there's been moments where Texas Tech has had an opportunity to get in front of the net and get into the O zone, and they couldn't connect on that. We saw that big one, that 2-on-1, that 2 on the goalie breakaway for Texas Tech, and they couldn't connect to it. I believe that was Connor Neal. He lost control of the puck, and if he just slowed down and relaxed and took a breath, he probably could have found the back of the net on that one. And that's what we've been saying. If Texas Tech can build off those opportunities, they could put more points up on the board, but right now it's 7-1.
Yeah, I mean, when you have 2 guys going right at the goalie and no defenseman in sight, that's a goal that you got to finish. So one that should at least be more competitive, make the goalie make a save. He fumbled the puck very close to the net, and when you're playing a team as good as ASU and you're down, those are the ones that you have to have.
Right, absolutely. And then if you're head coach Brenton Hill, do you let off the gas a little bit, relax, and then look towards tomorrow night to put up another 7-1 victory? Or do you put all pedal to the metal and run up the score 20-0? Like, he said that they were going to put up 20. I think it was an exaggeration, but do you just keep the scores going?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's competitive. The kid's competitive. I don't think that they're going to let up. I mean, tomorrow they're just going to come back and do the same thing. I don't think they're worried about tomorrow yet. I think they're going to play a hard third period, and they're going to keep putting goals on the board.
Right on. Stick around, because in 8 minutes we will be here for the third period of play here at Oceanside Ice Arena.
Well, I went down to the local arena, asked to see the manager man. He came from his office, said, "Son, can I help you?" Looked at him and said, "Yes, you can." Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Hey, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do. Now, ever since I was young, it's been my dream that I might drive the Zamboni machine. I get that ice just as slick as could be, and all the kids would look up to me. Hey, I want to drive the Zamboni. Hey, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do. Now the manager said, "Son, I know it looks keen, but that right there's one expensive machine." And I got Smokey, who's been driving for years. About that time I broke down in tears, 'cause I want to drive the Zamboni. Hey, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do.
weeknight. Come home, work sucks. I know she left me roses by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy, just like me. My heroes had the heart to lose the lives I wanna live. And all I remember is thinking I wanna be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. And there's no coincidence. In this farewell, there's no blood, there's no alibi. 'Cause I've drawn regret from the truth of 1,000 lies. So let mercy come and wash away what I've done. I'll face myself to cross out what I've become. Erase myself and let go.
The music is bumping. There's smiles on Sun Devil faces. I wish I could say the same about the Red Raiders, but the Sun Devils are going to look to extend their 7-1 lead heading into the third period. I'm now joined by Baden Delaney. Baden, what can we expect to see? I know you talked about it at intermission, but briefly, what can we expect to see in this third period from the Sun Devil squad?
I think it's definitely easy to take a step back when you're up 7-1 in the third period, but I don't think they'll take too much of a step back. I think they're going to keep the pressure up and keep playing well. The Red Raiders, they are struggling a little bit. They had that goal in the first period, but the second period, their time of possession was very, very weak, to
Yeah.
say the least.
I do think that for the Sun Devil side of things, Stasia might try to net one in this third period. He's had a couple deep shots. He's seen his teammates make some. He clearly wants one. As for the Red Raiders, looks like Judd Chris is trying to go for a second. goal tonight. Also, Leo Straub has been trying to command this team, and Peter Lonkar is another player to look out for the Red Raiders squad. He was commanding their power play unit, and while he's not starting off this third period, if they do make a line switch, expect the offense to run through him. For the beginning of this third period, though, we will see a face-off between Red Raiders Tyler Wade and Sun Devils Jason Horner. Stasia gets the puck after a Sun Devils face-off, sends it over into their offensive zone. They're going to look to try to get it. Gazarian on the attack, excuse me. And Horner manages to get the puck, fighting with Tyler Wade. They continue to fight, and Tyler Wade comes away with it. But Horner with a huge hit on Tyler Wade. They both go to the ground. He was mad he lost the puck, but managed to regroup and take him out.
That hit was absolutely brutal. Both of them went down.
Big hit. But Tyler Wade's got the puck once again, is on the attack. There's a 2-on-1, but an ASU defender, Ryan Burns, right behind him, manages to steal the puck. And then Gazarian comes in and absolutely destroys Sexton Davidson.
On that breakaway, Burns did a little stick lift from behind. He lifted up the stick of the offensive player, and the puck was no longer with him.
Davison, though, after that hit, he gets back up, gets the puck, puts a little flick on goal, but it's saved by Fox.
Nobody was there with him on the breakaway. Not much he could do there.
Yeah, as for Fox, you know, he kind of was in that position as that breakaway started, and he didn't even have to move because, like you said, no one was skating with Davison, and it was just an easy little grab.
Yeah, we saw a goal earlier for ASU, and they had a 2-on-1, and they just passed it across the crease right there. There was not a second offensive player there to help him out.
ASU gets a face-off in their defensive zone, manages to get it. Puck goes a little bit high, but it's Nevelson, gets the recovery. Just passes it right to a Texas Tech Red Raider, though. Stoneman tries to clear it out, but the Red Raiders now have possession. Now Judd Chris, the man with the goal for the Red Raiders, on the breakaway, flicks it up, but it's a save by Fox. Chris could not get that one to go. He was looking for his second.
Yeah, he got out there quick, but Fox stayed composed, didn't panic, and he was right there for the save.
Yeah, he had Caldwell right behind him, but there was enough ASU defenders in the area for that to be just, you know, not a problem. The Red Raiders win a faceoff in their offensive zone, but immediately lose the puck to Nevelson. Stoneman with the puck passes it back towards the blue line. There's Dobson. Dobson's going to kick it over to Papadatos, excuse me. And Stoneman with the puck behind the net. Going to look to set something up. Kicks it over to Dodson. Going to put it against the boards. There's two Red Raiders right on his back, and the Red Raiders manage to get the puck.
The Red Raiders still playing hard, even down 6.
Yeah, it's just, we just saw once again, Michael Caldwell gets the puck in the corner and then just passes it to an ASU Sun Devil. So it just seems like it's been a constant theme all night of just these miscues on passes leading to minimal opportunities, and that's just not what you want to see when you're down 6 in the third period.
Yeah, ASU is pressuring them a lot, but the passes have not been crisp. It's been a sloppy game at times with the Red Raiders.
Number 9, Taylor Bowman, has that puck in front of him and then gets absolutely cracked by Papadatos.
And that has been the MO of ASU tonight, just hard hits, physical play. Squealer being at the top of that list, trying to lay a hit on everyone he sees.
The Sun Devils are just hitting and hitting and hitting. Listen, I know the Super Bowl left Arizona last week, but it seems like that NFL contact has remained here because the Sun Devils are just blowing away the Red Raiders.
Yeah, they're roaming around the ice looking for hits. If you're the Red Raiders, you never know when someone's coming, so you're playing a little bit timid, and that's part of the advantage of playing so physical.
It's going to be a face-off in the defensive zone for the Sun Devils. Jurkinen is going to take it, and he wins it. Lyons gets the puck right back to Jurkinen. And Fox is going to send it over to Papadatos, who sends it right back across to Lyons. Lyons loses the puck, but no one's in the area, so he could easily regroup and grab it. Intercepted by the Red Raiders, but
nothing really going on for either team here.
No, not at all. It's going back and forth and back and forth. They're both just trying to figure out what's the best approach. And the Red Raiders believe that is letting ASU regroup. Fox came behind the net. Red Raider approached him very swiftly, but just, couldn't get there in time, and he was outnumbered, so was irrelevant. Sperling tries to kick it over to somebody, and somebody will be there, and it's Lions. Lions sends it across to Burns, back near their own blue line.
Some good passing here from the Sun Devils.
Indeed, and Plua's on the attack. Plua sends it through his legs to Stasia. Oh, and he sends it to Sperling, but Sperling could not get it down in time, going wide left. And this puck will just go, and it is icing like a cupcake.
That was a phenomenal chance for the Sun Devils. A good passing from the midline all the way to the goal. They got into the slot, but a good save. And then on the deflection, just another missed shot.
Plua's laughing a little bit, looking up in the sky, tiny bit of agony. He wants that one back, but he'll have another chance with 16 minutes still remaining in the third period. The Red Raiders will gain control after this faceoff. It is Banco. Banco's going to skate around, being pressured a little bit, try to reset this Red Raiders offense, but ASU just keeps applying the pressure. It was a dive from Riley Phillips. Couldn't get there in time, couldn't do anything. Now there's just some commotion against the boards. They're just fighting for this puck, kicking it around with the skates, stick poking. But ASU comes out with the puck. Stasi at the top. Slap shot, wide left.
Stasia wanted that one. He winded up.
We've seen it a lot from him tonight. He's just taking these slap shots. And there's Ryan Burns with one, too. They're just going and going and going with these. Automatic with the slap shot for the Sun Devils right now, back near the blue line. Once again, light passing. And a shot on goal by Wachowski, but it is saved by Neal.
The Sun Devils seem to be taking it down a notch a little bit, not playing with as much intensity, but I think they know they have this game wrapped up. The Red Raiders trying to hang in there and show some pride, but ASU just seems to be a little bit too much.
We will see a face-off in the defensive zone for the Red Raiders. But with the way things are going right now, this is a place where ASU will look to capitalize as Squeary gains control of this puck, loses it to a Red Raider who flips it up. Another pass that was just too long for the Red Raiders, so ASU has managed to pick it up.
Lots of changes in possession. No one can really hold the puck for too long right now. Nothing's getting set up. It's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah. Van Lays looks to get it. He does. Kicks it over to Horner. Horner's got the puck in center of the ice, and he's just skating through. He's dangling. Still dangling. Caught up between two defenders, and he's still got the puck. He's going to try to do it himself. And it's past to Squeary. Squeary puts a shot on goal, but it's saved by Neal.
Another great chance for the Sun Devils. Squeary was there for the deflection, just couldn't go.
Yeah, Squeary keeps finding himself right outside that crease. They keep trying to get him the puck. That's a hot zone for him, but he's 0 for 2 right there on the night.
With the amount of pressure that the Sun Devils have gotten on Neal, he has not played a bad game. You look at 7 goals, and you think he hasn't played well, but he's made some saves that have not been that easy.
Yeah, not all of them have connected, but the Sun Devils do have 33 shots on goal, so only 7 went in. It's been a solid game for Neal, but clearly, it's something that you don't want to see with the 7 goals allowed. As the Sun Devils will try to put in another one here, and Neal manages to, gain control of that puck. So we will see another face-off for the Sun Devils in their offensive zone.
When you look at the shot total, 34-16, it goes to show how aggressive ASU has been and how they've just kind of been too much for Texas Tech to handle here tonight.
With the Texas Tech line change, Judd Chris came in. We keep mentioning he's had the only goal for Texas Tech. He won the faceoff, got it himself, but then lost possession. Sun Devils easily take it. Now Caldwell tried to set up a breakaway, but was just stripped away by Lions. Got his stick in there, took control of the puck. It's been a common theme tonight for this ASU squad.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Lions there. You can't afford that breakaway.
Squeary now with the puck behind the net. Skates around, lightly tries to pull one in, and it's saved once again in that glove by Neal. The glove has been his go-to tonight, Baden.
Oh, yeah. Every save seems to be a grab, a snag. Not too many pad blocks, but, yeah, I mean, if you got to use the glove, these shots are to your side, then you have to. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, he's like an outfielder in the MLB. You know, they're going to come present him with a gold glove after tonight. I feel like you said, every single one of his saves, he just does that little flick of the wrist, and it's in there. They're going to fight for the puck up against the boards right now. There's 2 Sun Devils in the area, 2 Red Raiders, and Stoneman comes away with the puck. Stoneman's going to pass the Lions. Lions going to put a shot on goal. It's deflected out, saved by Neal initially, and then deflected back out to the Sun Devils. But now Judd Chris is on the breakaway. It's a one-on-one with ASU defenders close in the area. Puts a sloppy pass that went too far to the right. ASU was able to get it, but now the Red Raiders have possession. Immediately lose it to Dodson against the boards. And Nevelson passes it up to Stoneman. Stoneman, loses the puck. He had Dodson across the ice. Could have said something up there. But now Judd Chris will be on the attack. Just sends it flying back behind ASU's net. And Papadopoulos, little deacon right there, getting through some defenders, not letting them take away that puck so ASU can retain possession.
You mentioned Judd Chris. He has been on the attack all night. He's one of the few Red Raiders who's, I think, had probably 4 breakaways. He's been getting up the ice and doing his job. Netted 1, but he's played a great game.
Yeah. Stoneman now looking for Dodson, sends it across the ice. Dodson couldn't get a stick down in time, but he still will get possession of this puck. He's going to skate around behind. See what they could cook up here. Oh, and it's taken away by the Red Raiders, but just like it's been all night, ASU somehow comes back with the puck, and it's Stasia this time. The Red Raiders now have it. Number 14, Odenbach, cannot connect right there.
And that shot had some heat on it.
Number 7, Plant. Plant kicks it over to Odenbach, who puts a shot on goal, but it's an easy save for Fox. Odenbach skates back.
Fox has been, again, so composed tonight. There was no worry there at all. Free shot, covered about 99.9% of that net, and there was nowhere for that shot to go.
Yeah, listen, after the game Fox is having tonight, you know he wants that initial Chris goal back because by the looks of things, it pretty much seems like he's playing at the ability to have a shutout, but it just stinks that they let that one in. The Red Raiders try to set something up, but ASU is fast on the approach, manages to poke out the puck. Now Texas Tech is going to have to try their best to regroup in their own defensive zone. And there's another intercepted pass. I feel like I keep saying that all night for the Red Raiders. Just not clean passing for them. And it has resulted in a lot of missed opportunities for them and a lot of good opportunities for the opposition.
When we look at their chances, the Red Raiders' chances have all been on breakaways and fast breaks. They haven't been able to set up a true offensive possession tonight. There has not been a lot of passes put together, so it's tough to put goals together and good possessions together when you can't make crisp passes.
We just saw another third period Stasia shot on goal that was deflected by Neal in net. Ryan Burns will look to reset for the Sun Devils, but no one will get there in time, so Red Raiders now have possession. We'll try to set down the ice.
Burns tried to keep that puck onside, but it just slipped by him and they had to regroup.
Number 11, Kean Levy, put on the ice by Curtis Sperling. And Sperling will find himself in the penalty box for the Sun Devils. So Texas Tech will be on a much-needed power play right now.
We've seen the penalty kills from ASU before. They don't seem too worried about the power play of Texas Tech. Let's see if Texas Tech can formulate something here.
Listen, the last time we saw a Texas Tech power play, ASU managed not only to kill it, but they also scored a shorthanded goal. So there's a chance we see that again right now. And ASU kicks it all the way down, back behind the Texas Tech net.
And still on the attack, even down a man, is ASU.
Yes, that was Witkowski with the hustle to get back there and try to contest the puck. But Banco will try to man this Red Raider offense to have something happen.
This is what we've seen all night. It's one man taking it past the blue line without passing. It's blue line to blue line, one guy. I think Texas Tech really needs to put more passes together, try to set something up, get an ASU defenseman out of position.
Yeah, and Banco, I couldn't tell if it was a pass or a shot on goal, but it just went too wide left. Now there will be a race for the puck between Wade and a Sun Devil. That was Witkowski, who lost his stick and now himself will find contesting with the ref and end up in the penalty box. So we're going to have some 5-on-3 Red Raider hockey right now. And if you're ASU, you can afford for this to happen at this point with the 6-goal lead, but still going to be a little bit difficult for them to try and prevent a Red Raider offensive masterclass.
Yeah, the Red Raiders still have a minute 16 on their initial power play, that 5-on-4. So they'll have 5-on-3 for a minute and 16 seconds, and then the rest of that will just be a 5-on-4.
Banco with a shot on goal right away and a glove save from Fox. He's not letting anything get by him right now.
That's what you want to see if you're a Red Raider fan, is some shots on goal. They haven't had too many, only 19 tonight. You want to see them at least put some pressure on Fox. He hasn't had to make too many great saves.
Banco once again with the puck near the blue line. Passed it over. 42 Ryan Burns with some good defensive tenacity right there. But Banco's got the puck. Banco's skating behind the net. Banco keeps the puck, is looking, passes it over for Neal. And Banco was hit against the bench by a Nevelson.
Heads up play by Banco. Have to go off sides there.
Number 8, there is Lonkar, who I mentioned earlier would be on the power play unit and trying to man the offense. He tried to get a shot on goal right there. Nothing worked out, so the Red Raiders will look to regroup and run a offensive play here.
The Red Raiders are up 2 guys, and they're going to the offensive zone with just 2. There's 3 guys behind them. They got to really try to get everyone they can in the offensive end.
And there you go. We just saw another miscommunication. There was a 5-on-3 for the Red Raiders in their offensive zone, but Tyler Wade just puts that puck too far over his teammate's head. And now the Red Raiders are going to have to set up once again. Let's see what they could do. There's Neal on the approach.
The 5-on-3 is now over. An extra defenseman or offenseman now.
And Sperling is attacking the net. Sperling could not get a shot off, but he still has the puck, and he's going to look to do so right now. Gets sent to his feet, grabs it. Now Stoneman with the puck. Stoneman's shot on goal goes right off the bar. Stoneman still has the puck. He got it back after that. Van Leys out near the blue line. Flicks one towards the net, right behind. Stoneman gets it once again.
Stoneman was about an inch away from his 2nd goal of the night.
ASU keeps the puck, still man down. They're going to work these last 7 seconds to kill the penalty, and by the looks of things, they are. So we're back at even strength hockey here. What an impressive power play kill for ASU. They managed not only to kill a 5-on-4, but a 5-on-3 that lasted for over a minute 15.
It looked as if that 5-on-3 was a 5-on-5. I hate to say it, but there was just no pressure there from Texas Tech. ASU held up. And I think ASU's going to still try to put some points on the board in the last 7 minutes here.
Yeah, on the penalty kill, the Sun Devils have only surrendered 16 goals in the 97 times they have been shorthanded. So they've also found the back of the net 4 times in that situation, 5 including tonight. So very impressive to see them kill a couple more in this game.
The Sun Devils are 11-1 here at home, and it's clear to see why. This home ice advantage seems to be very, very visible.
Caldwell fell to his knees there, but it was recovered by Bowman. Bowman kicks it over to Chris. Chris sends it in front of the net for Caldwell, but could not connect. Squeary on the attack. Squeary pokes it out.
Squeary has been everywhere tonight.
Indeed. Stasia sends it over. Squeary's on the approach, looking for a hit. Oh, and he almost had him. Just played it too wide. Would have been brutal for the Red Raiders.
Just another example of Squeary just looking to hit someone.
He is a heat-seeking missile tonight.
He looks like Aaron Donald out there.
Indeed. Horner with the shot on goal.
That one squeak in.
I did squeak in. Horner with a goal.
He wrapped around the back of the net, and I think it went off the skate, hit the back of the skate of Neal, and trickled into the goal.
It's hard to tell from up here with those really questionable goals because there's just no reaction from the Sun Devil team.
I didn't even see the puck go in because it was from behind the net, but I saw the disappointment on Neal's face.
Listen, all it comes down to is the Sun Devils have been there, they've done that, and they're going to keep doing that tonight.
Yeah, just a great example of how well they've played offensively.
Stasia's got the puck after a face-off win by Stoneman. Kicks it over to Ryan Burns. 6 minutes still remaining in the 3rd period. Dotson now with the puck. Dotson skating. Oh, wanted to send it over to a Nevelson, but just lost it right off the top of his stick. Number 8, Peter Longcar skating with the puck now for the Red Raiders.
And Evelson was looking for his 4th there.
Longcar once again trying to set up this offense, kicks it over to Plant. Plant tries to get in front of that puck, but ASU does a good job maintaining possession.
Texas Tech just cannot get the puck off of ASU sticks.
And Burns sends it to Dodson in front of the goal, but Neal does a good job by getting down on that one to save the puck.
It looks like ASU's just having fun out here. You can see the smile on their faces. They're definitely tired. It's a long game, but they're having fun. They're enjoying it. You're up 7 goals. You can't not like it. And for Texas Tech, they've had some good moments, and they haven't played the way that they wanted to, but, you know, I think they're still going to play hard for some pride.
After a quick break, we see that Squeary-Horner line come back on. They take the face-off, they lose the face-off, but they're going to look to do what they just did not even under a minute ago and net another one for the Sun Devils. Papadopoulos sends it behind to Lyons. Lyons going to send it all the way up the ice to Squeary. Squeary's trying to get the puck. He has it between his skates. Can he get possession? No, he cannot. The Red Raiders managed to get this puck, but it's just physical defense from the Sun Devils squad who's going to keep fighting and keep fighting.
We've seen that a lot where the puck is pinned up against the boards. ASU wants to be physical. They're not going to give up that puck just to stop being physical.
No, it's like Muhammad Ali up against the ropes. They just keep fighting for that puck, and they just keep coming out with it.
Oh, yeah. And Texas Tech is not dodging those punches. They are taking them every time.
Exactly. Gazarian with a beautiful move, but loses control of the puck. But the Red Raiders send it right back to the Sun Devils. I'm not too sure if they're seeing the right color jersey on these passes tonight, because it just seems to be intercept after intercept, looking like Trayvon Diggs last year for the Dallas Cowboys. Red Raiders try to pass it up. Squeary takes it. Squeary now for the Sun Devils with the puck, trying to set something up. Kicks it back towards the blue line to Papadopoulos. Shimmying on his skates. ASU still with possession. They're going to look to put one in right now. And Horner, oh, that's Gazarian. Excuse me, that's that one. What a beautiful goal.
What a shot. He just went into the slot, ripped one, upper left. Nothing Neal could do there.
No, and Neal's going to go back to his water bottle, take his helmet off, and just be straight disappointed. That is the second goal in the last 2 minutes for this Sun Devil squad. And like we keep saying, no celebration. They're just enjoying it. They know that they're the better team, and they're going to keep to prove that on the ice. No mercy with only less than 4 minutes remaining in this game.
It's all business for the ASU Sun Devils.
Gazarian does average over a point per game, so he gets one tonight. He's 3rd in total points for the team. Going to up that now.
We've seen a decent amount of moments where Texas Tech or ASU just kind of stumbles. It's been much more for Texas Tech, but you know, you'd like to see them get more passes together and stay on their skates a little bit more.
Yeah, Jurkinen almost had a chance to put one in the net right there, but went a little bit too wide, so now the Sun Devils will regroup. Neal misses a glove save, so ASU will retain possession. Jurkinen behind the net. Sends it over to Sperling. Sperling with the puck. Going to kick it up to Van Lays, but couldn't get it there. Red Raiders on the attack. Davison skates through a couple defenders. 1-on-2 is going to put a shot on goal. Couldn't get it there in time, but Davison retains possession of the puck. Kicks it over to Chris. Chris with a big shot on goal, but a huge save from Fox, who deflects it up and over the boards behind the net.
Fox has been great tonight. Yet another save. It seems like every time the Red Raiders have an opportunity, he is right there just to stop it and just kill their momentum.
It also seems like every time the Red Raiders have an opportunity, Judd Chris finds himself in the midst of it.
Yeah, it's been that way the whole game. Their one goal was because of him. I mentioned it before. I think he's had 4 or 5 breakaways or offensive attacks where he is alone with none of his teammates by his side.
And Judd Chris will lose the faceoff right there to a Sun Devil, but the Red Raiders will end up getting the puck. Taylor Bowman trying to fight for that. Judd Chris is right there as well.
When Judd Chris is on the ice, the Red Raiders offense runs much more smoothly, it seems.
Yeah, Menares with the puck right there. Tried to send it over, was intercepted by a Sun Devil, but Mikey Caldwell did a good job by getting that puck. Now, Straub will look to reset behind their own net, but Stassi is going to be there to get the puck in their offensive zone. Great play by Ryan Burns, twice over to deflect that. It's a Ryan Burns one-on-one, but he's going to reset, do the smart thing, try to set something up on offense for this Sun Devil squad.
There have been moments here tonight where ASU's passing was not the most crisp, but they've managed to get past those humps and still put 9 goals on the board.
Indeed. Mikey Caldwell will fight Stasia for this puck up against the boards, ultimately losing that battle. Stasia now right in front of the net, rips one on. Another shot on goal for him, but it goes right off of Nigo's leg.
And Stasi is really looking for a goal tonight.
And here comes Benares. Shot on goal. Hit up and over the top bar.
I like that shot because, again, he had nobody there with him on his own team. Put a shot on goal, make Fox make a save.
Exactly. There's a point where you just have to start creating, and there's a goal for ASU. It is Fisher. Braden Fisher manages to put that one right over in the 3 or 1 hole. I couldn't really tell from here, but I don't know. It was just another beautiful goal for the Sun Devil squad to take their total to 10 on the night.
And that caught us off guard. That happened fast. They went up the ice after the shot from Texas Tech and put in a goal of their own.
This ASU squad will not slow down.
Perfect example of turning defense into offense.
Braden Fisher's last goal came against GCU in January, so he's very happy to net one tonight in the Oceanside closer against these Texas Tech Red Raiders. Number 8, Peter Longcar went from a huge hit on Kyle Dodson, but Dodson stayed on his feet, and Longcar found him as the one on the ground.
I don't think that's how he intended that altercation to go down.
Not at all. Oh, and Papadopoulos tripped up there. The ASU bench was asking for a tripping call, and that's what they will get. So the last 46 seconds of this game, the Red Raiders will have to find themselves playing man down. Obviously not what you want to see. You're getting blown out already. Nothing's going your way. And now you're going to let ASU have the power play for these last 46 seconds. And listen, Baden, I don't know if you agree with me, but by the looks of things, ASU is going to try to net one here.
Yeah, I was just going to say you'd think that they would have reached the point by now with 45 seconds left in the game where they would just kind of lay off a little bit and take their win 10-1. But 11-1 is a double-digit win. Maybe they're looking for the double digits.
The Sun Devil squad smiles on their faces as they know they've accomplished what they came here to do tonight.
I don't think there was ever any doubt in their minds. They know what they can do, and they know they're a great team. So they just play with confidence, and you can see that here tonight.
Red Raiders are just trying to flick it down there. Fox stops the puck. And Evelson now skating, looking to do something himself. And he's speeding up. Deacon his way through defenders, sends it back to Dodson. Dodson now up against the boards. Tyler Wade is trying to get in there for the Red Raiders, but Nevelson gets it back. Stoneman's got the puck, and Stoneman danks one in.
What a shot from Stoneman. We just wondered if they were going to try to put in their 11. I think that answers our question.
Stoneman with his second of the night to make this ASU lead 11-1, a 10-goal deficit for these Red Raiders. Like we just talked about, there was a power play, and we said the Sun Devils were going to score. And with under 10 seconds left, they net their 11th goal of the game, and it comes from no one other than Stoneman, who is second in the team in points, third on the team in goals. And he came into this game, too, with a scoring drought.
Yeah, we saw on that goal, and Evelson carried the puck into the zone so quickly, and then Stoneman got a deflection on a pass back and just let it rip off the post and in.
Squeary tried to go for a buzzer beater goal right there for the Sun Devils, but cannot capitalize. Your final here at Oceanside Arena is 11 Sun Devils, 1 Red Raiders, a 10-goal blowout for the Sun Devil squad. I just wanted to touch one last thing on the Stoneman goal. He was in a 4-game scoring drought coming into today, and I mentioned earlier that Plua was also in a drought. And I said he brought a rainstorm. With Stoneman having 2, he brought a monsoon to this arena tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for a better performance from the Sun Devils. They were favorites coming in for sure, but they played well. They played hard for all 60 minutes. They never stopped, and you just love to see that if you're their coach, if you're their fans. They had a fun time out there, and it was great to watch, both them and Texas Tech. Texas Tech, they played hard all 60 minutes. You got to like what you saw out of them in some aspects. Of course, not the outcome they would have wanted, but they have a game tomorrow night to try and redeem themselves.
Yep. The Sun Devils will move to 22-7 on the year. As for Texas Tech, they fall to 6-7. I can only imagine that the Sun Devil fans are extremely happy leaving the arena tonight. And this Sun Devil squad is even more happy.
It's all business from ASU tonight. They played a great game.
Thank you all for tuning in tonight to the stream. It was our pleasure. Once again, I'm Sebastian Quinn.
I'm Baden Delaney.
And this is Kyle Krikorian.
And I'm Kyle Krikorian.
Thank you all.